guys, what's up here, Campbell today? Back to another video, and today we have an interesting topic, to say the least. So, as some of you may know, the Nostalgia Craft episode, I think number 6, I'm not completely sure on that, but they had another person come on after a while. You know how Adam, Sky's Minecraft, you know, he took a break for a few weeks because of his computer being broke and him moving houses and such. We were given a few information as the, fans, I guess you could say the fans were given information about that. And he didn't upload a Nostalgia Craft episode for a while. So if you don't know what Nostalgia Craft is, it is a series with Sky Does Minecraft and Beijing Canadian. They are like the podcast hosts of a Minecraft podcast like style, and they have a survival world. Basically, back on when the Bodil episode came out, it got leaked. I got into the server and I started uploading content on the Nostalgia Craft server. I built a house and we made the terrain really cool and did a bunch of work. And a lot of things happened. And eventually, what happened, though, at the end of the day, is we were on the server and this guy got on and had an argument. Basically, what had happened on the server is that me and some other people had kind of set up some rules. What we did is said no, hacking, and just be respectful to other people on there. Because obviously they didn't know that the actual owners of Sky Does Minecraft didn't know that there was people on there. So what we did is we tried to prevent people from destroying their creations. So we didn't want that to happen in case they didn't have a backup. So we made some rules and stuff, and a guy got in an argument saying that we didn't have the right to make rules on their server, which I disagreed with, just for the fact that we made the rules, even though his argument was that people won't listen to your rules. But my argument was that when people see rules, it doesn't matter necessarily always who they come from. Depending on the person, it could stop them from breaking rules, or we can minimize the damage on the server. So that was the plan at the time, to minimize the damage. And like I said, we got in an argument with this dude, and I was being nice, and I understand where he's coming from, and his argument's definitely a logical argument. But at the end of the day, I just thought we could minimize damage by doing that, and the server shut down, and the heat of the argument. Complete shutdown, and what happened is that the server, about a minute later, was put back up. It was whitelisted. The server was, if you don't know what a whitelist is, it means only certain people with certain names can join the server. 2 people joined. I don't know their names. I did try to contact them through several different platforms. I did try finding their names. I did a little research. I couldn't really find anything. I don't know who they are, but I predict they're either Beijing Canadian or Sky Does Minecraft's part of their dev team, I assume so, that work for them and do, Minecraft operations, server operations. Maybe, I don't even know, they might be just like an assistant editor type deal, everything and all of them. But I have no clue who these 2 guys were. I did end up finding YouTube channels and stuff with their same name, and I did comment on their YouTube channels. But at the end of the day, I couldn't find any information on specifically who they were or how to contact them, and didn't get any information back. And of course, all I had was their Minecraft usernames. Because as you know, if you hover over server information from the multiplayer menu, it will show you who's in the server. So I knew that there was 2 people in the server. Then one ended up leaving the server while I was doing research, and at this time I actually joined a call and started talking to 2 of the other guys on the server that were on the Nostalgia Craft server with me, and I ended up talking with them on Discord, and we started talking about it, and they were the guys that actually were like in the argument on the server with that guy. And basically then from there we didn't know what happened, but the server, the guy with the 2 that got on there after the whitelist, we watched the server for a little bit, and I'd say in a matter of maybe 20 minutes, they got on, and then they got off, and the server was shut down again. So after the whitelist was put up, they were obviously shut down the server. We're not completely sure what happened during this time. It is likely that those people are part of the dev team and got on, and then we're like, okay, look what these guys did. we gotta fix this. They fixed it by putting in an old backup, and yes, so they put in an old backup, and then they left it and shut off the server. Now, coming to today's date, or technically yesterday, Sky Does Minecraft did upload a video of the NostalgiaCraft server and did not discuss anything of what happened with the server leak. None of the buildings were shown. The whole server was reset, bound to the fact of when Ant Venom built his house. The second Ant Venom was done with his house, that's when they restored to the last update. Which is interesting because they actually did mention in the Bodil 40s episode that they didn't have a backup of the server, but apparently they did, or they had some autosave plugin on and installed throughout the system of the server to automatically create rolled saves. So therefore, if a bad thing would happen, they could back up the rolled save. Now, that's one of the reasons why we were scared. Some of the people actually did care if the server got griefed, as, you know, they might stop the series if the rolled got griefed really bad. So we didn't want that to happen, obviously, and at the end of the day, they did put the rolled save in, so everything that we built was destroyed. And I know some people out there probably think this is entirely a big lie, and we just, you know, are really good at forging maps. But actually, if you look at my video of how I got into the NostalgiaCraft series, it actually will show you on the Bodil 40s his video, and you can probably go look at it now. I'm not completely sure on that, if it's still up on his video. The IP should still be up on his video, considering the fact that the IP is now changed. So I think a few things happened there, is that the IP actually traced back to Washington, where Adam lived. So, it was hosted somewhere by Sky Does Minecraft, and then later, you know, the IP was changed, probably hosting off his computer, a friend's computer, or such like that. Maybe they've got server hosting hardware. I'm not completely sure, but that's what happened, and it was in his old place, but now I don't know what the IP is, so I don't know where he moved to or anything. So there's been a lot of information, and all of my information is actually factual. If you need more clarification on a topic, comment below what you want. If I forgot anything, you know, you got any questions, comment below. Like I said, I've got several videos up on this. I've got a video of doing Bodil 40's parkour, and I've actually got 2 unreleased videos that I don't know if I'm going to release yet, now that this is now that the server's been reset. But I actually do have a full rolled tour of the entire NostalgiaCraft series rolled before, obviously, they reset and the next YouTuber came on. But anyways, guys, that's been all, and I wanted to clarify a lot of this. So see you dudes next time. Peace out.